Seonhee, what happened with that small fire? The one where the Liumang set fire to Komijul turf.
Oh, thanks for your concern, but I'd rather talk about literally anything else. There's some dissent within Ijincho, just something I have to deal with as a leader. Just nothing you should be worried about.
No can do. You shouldn't have to shoulder that burden all by yourself. Why don't you lay it on me? You mentioned before there aren't many people who can drink with you as equals.
I did say that, but... screw it. There really is no winning with you, honestly. I didn't want to air out our dirty laundry in front of you.
So it was arson. But nobody saw who did it.
Right. All we know right now is that the culprit was fully aware they were setting fire to Komijul turf.
Don't you find that a little strange?
How so?
If I remember correctly, your subordinate didn't hesitate to tell you that the Liumang was behind it. But how could they call them out without an eyewitness account?
So you've noticed. Impressive. Long story short, the accusations against the Liumang are false. There's no evidence pointing to the perp, so it's all bullshit. But someone managed to escalate that BS to me without having to go through any filters. That's the real problem.
What do you mean?
I'm saying the lie originated within Komijul, among the top brass at that.
In other words, one of the Komijul officers tried to deceive you with a false report.
Precisely. He probably made his underlings start the fire, then spread the rumor that the Liumang was behind it. This act of betrayal only serves to escalate tension between Komijul and the Liumang. I can't turn a blind eye to it.
You're right. One wrong move and it'll lead to an all-out war between the two of them.
Truth is, some people aren't too happy to see Komijul and the Liumang getting along. By deepening the division and sowing discord, they'll be able to pin the blame on me for failing to take action. That's the traitor's end goal. He wants to chase me out and seize my throne to rule Komijul himself.
You managed to dig all that up? Then did you find out who the traitor is?
I did, actually. He got sloppy when leaking the rumor. Turns out the traitor is the eldest of Komijul's officers. His name is Hanchul-sa.
So, that's him there, huh?
One of my great and wise uncles I've talked about before. At his age, he should be thinking about retirement. Guess he wanted to make a name for himself before going out.
By betraying you, no less. If he's the oldest, then the two of you must go way back. That's infuriating. I'm getting pissed just listening to all this.
Sounds like you're angry enough for the both of us. Thanks. I appreciate it.
I only said what was on my mind.
This is such a mess. I really didn't want you to see me like this. I can't believe I just spilled everything to you.
Was Hanchul-sa dissatisfied about something? I doubt he'd plan a coup for no reason.
I can't think of anything. Except for the fact that I'm younger than him, and a woman. Considering he's a man who's faced countless adversities in battle, perhaps he doesn't want to end up under a leader like me.
Most old men probably would think so.
I've received the same report from different sources stating that Hanchul-sa is secretly rallying people to rebel. Saying crap like Seonhee is capable for a woman, sure, but weak-willed, and other people are more suited to lead.
So he's been working the rumor mill.
I can find out anything and everything that happens in Ijincho. Hanchul-sa won't be able to keep up with the information warfare. But people look up to him as a legend of the past. My generation grew up listening to stories of his heroics. He once fought to the death with the Tojo clan back in its heyday. I never thought he would ever become my enemy.
A man too full of pride is a man stuck in time, unable to move on. Nothing more than a relic of the past.
Yeah, that old man's far too reckless for his own good. Oh, but he's older than you, Kiryu-san. Much older. You're not even in the same age group.
You don't have to force yourself to say that. More importantly, what do you plan to do about him? As the head, it's up to you to decide how to deal with traitors.
See, this is exactly why I didn't want to talk about this with you, Kiryu-san. Truth be told, I haven't made up my mind yet.
It's a tough call to make, given how complicated the situation is.
A leader needs to be able to make snap decisions for the good of the organization. I need time, though. This is a difficult situation, but knowing you understand that is reassuring. Thank you, Kiryu-san. Sharing your suspicions with someone else does help clear things up.
Yeah, it certainly seems so.
I'm sure you have other things to do, though. Your own problems are even more pressing than mine. I don't want to cause you any trouble, so...
So?
Can we just drink and talk about something stupid now?
Sure. What better way is there to booze?
You really do get me. Always have.